Super Bowl 2025 is finally here. And all eyes are on the one and only Patrick Mahomes. The Kansas City Chiefs quarterback is already a legend in his own right. But could he be on the brink of something even more special? With a chance to win back-to-back championships, something no team has ever done before, Mahomes is setting his sights on Tom Brady and the title of greatest quarterback of all time. But does he have what it takes to chase down Brady's 7 rings? Let's break it down and see what's at stake for Mahomes as he makes his run at history. Patrick Mahomes. The legacy already taking shape. Patrick Mahomes' legacy is already pretty secure. At just 29 years old, he's already won 2 Super Bowls and claimed 3 Super Bowl MVPs. Only Tom Brady has more MVPs with 5. He's in a rarefied air among NFL quarterbacks. And yet, as Mahomes himself has said, he's not done. In fact, when the Chiefs were handed the Lombardi Trophy after last year's Super Bowl, Mahomes didn't stop there. He turned to Chris Jones on the podium and said, "We're not done, dog. I want 3. And he's got the chance to do just that. No team has ever won 3 Super Bowls in a row. And if Mahomes pulls it off, he'll cement himself in a category all on his own. Chasing history. The chance to join the greats. Mahomes is already on a path toward joining the ranks of all-time greats. But his quest for a 3rd straight Super Bowl title would take him to another level. A 3-peat in the Super Bowl would place him in a conversation with the likes of Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Derek Jeter, athletes whose legacies are defined by their repeated excellence. While Mahomes humbly says he's still got a long way to go, he's not far off from those icons. And he's still got plenty of time to build on what's already been an epic career. Right now, Mahomes is eyeing a 4th Super Bowl ring. With 3 already, he's tied with legends like Terry Bradshaw and Joe Montana. A 4th would put him in rare company. But there's more at stake than just that one ring. He's not just chasing titles, he's chasing Brady. To catch Tom Brady, the gold standard of quarterbacks, Mahomes would need to win 5 more rings to match Brady's 7. It's a tall order. But Mahomes is no stranger to defying the odds. Mahomes and the quest to catch Brady. Let's talk about Brady for a second. Brady has set the ultimate benchmark for quarterbacks, with 7 Super Bowl victories to his name. But Mahomes isn't shying away from that challenge. After winning the AFC Championship over the Bills, he said, "I know I'm a long way from Tom. I'll try to do whatever I can to be close to that." For Mahomes, it's not just about matching Brady's Super Bowl wins. It's about competing with the greatest of all time and pushing himself to new heights. Now, Brady's record of 7 rings might seem impossible. But Mahomes already has 3 at the age of 29, an incredible achievement in itself. And with every Super Bowl appearance, he inches closer to making a serious run at the all-time title. However, as Mahomes knows, opportunities like this won't last forever. The Chiefs' dynasty, as dominant as it seems, won't last forever, so every title Mahomes wins now is crucial in building his legacy. Maximizing the moment. Mahomes knows time is precious. Mahomes is fully aware that every Super Bowl is a rare opportunity to add to his legacy. "I just try to maximize every moment," Mahomes said, "because you never know when it's going to be your last one." This mindset is exactly what drives Mahomes to be as great as he is. While many would be content with 2 Super Bowl victories at this point in their careers, Mahomes is hungry for more. And with the Chiefs' recent dominance, there's no telling just how high he can climb. The next step, Super Bowl 2025 and beyond. So, what's next? Well, Mahomes has another chance to add to his ring collection in Super Bowl 2025, where a win could push him even closer to the all-time greats. If he leads the Chiefs to victory, it would be his 3rd Super Bowl title in 5 seasons, putting him in an elite category of quarterbacks. With more Super Bowl MVPs and records continuing to fall, Mahomes could eventually be in a conversation with the greatest athletes of all time, regardless of sport. Conclusion: Patrick Mahomes is already a legend. But he's not done yet. With a 3rd straight Super Bowl on the line, he has a chance to take his place among the greatest quarterbacks, maybe even the greatest athlete of all time. Will he catch Tom Brady's 7 titles? That's still to be seen. But what's clear is that Mahomes has already built a legacy that will stand the test of time. As Super Bowl 2025 kicks off, all eyes are on Mahomes and what he'll do next. Can he make history? We'll find out soon enough. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, be sure to like and subscribe for more updates on Mahomes' journey to greatness. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time with more updates from the NFL and beyond. Stay excited, because this Super Bowl could be one for the ages. See you soon. What's up, NFL fans? As Super Bowl 2025 gets underway, there's a big conversation happening that goes beyond the game itself. Commissioner Roger Goodell just made a bold move, and we're here to talk about it. The NFL is doubling down on its commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI, in a time when many major U.S. corporations are stepping away from those very initiatives. So, what does this mean for the league, for its players, and for the future of the sport? Stick around, because we're diving deep into this decision and what it could mean for the NFL in the years to come. But before we dive in, if you're into the latest NFL news and insights, make sure you smash that subscribe button and stay tuned. The NFL's commitment to diversity. What's the big deal? Alright, let's start with what's going down. On Monday, ahead of Super Bowl 2025, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell made a major statement. Despite a shift in corporate America, where companies like Meta, Amazon, and McDonald's are pulling back from their diversity efforts, the NFL is standing strong. Goodell said that the NFL's push for diversity, equity, and inclusion would continue, no backing down. This move comes in the wake of a political and corporate landscape that's gotten increasingly skeptical of DEI programs, especially after Trump's re-election, which led to widespread pullbacks in many large companies. Now, the NFL has been a front-runner in promoting diversity, especially in its hiring practices. The famous Rooney Rule, which requires NFL teams to interview minority candidates for top positions, has been a cornerstone of the league's DEI efforts. But after Trump's first term, where diversity initiatives in the federal government were severely challenged, many people wondered if the NFL would follow suit and scale back their efforts too. But not Goodell, he's clear. The NFL believes in diversity not just because it's the right thing to do, but because it works. The NFL's past and current DEI stance. Why it matters. So, why is this such a big deal? Well, the NFL is one of the most visible sports leagues in the world. Its influence is massive, and what it does can send ripples through corporate America. The league has long been under the microscope when it comes to racial diversity, especially among head coaches, executives, and even team owners. Let's not forget about the heated back and forth between the league and Trump's administration over kneeling during the national anthem. That created a lot of tension, and some thought that the league might soften its DEI stance to avoid more controversy. But Commissioner Goodell made it clear on Monday that they're not changing course. In fact, he called diversity efforts fundamental to attracting the best talent for the league, both on and off the field. He said, "We're not in this because it's a trend to get into or a trend to get out of it. Our efforts are fundamental in trying to attract the best possible talent into the National Football League." The future of the Rooney Rule, expanding the pipeline of talent. Now, let's talk about the Rooney Rule for a second. This initiative has been under a lot of scrutiny, but Goodell emphasized that the goal is not to enforce quotas. Instead, the rule's focus is on looking at the full pool of talent, and that talent includes diverse candidates. Teams are required to interview minority candidates for top positions, but it's up to the team to make the final decision. It's about opening up opportunities, not guaranteeing a hire. And in a world where some companies are scaling back DEI programs, Goodell's words are a clear indication that the NFL will continue to move in the direction of inclusivity. The broader context: corporate pullback on DEI. Now, let's take a moment to put this in perspective. Recently, we've seen a number of big-name companies scale back their DEI efforts. Corporations like Walmart, Lowe's, Boeing, and John Deere have scaled back initiatives, with many citing changes in political climate, particularly after Trump's re-election. One of Trump's first acts in office was to issue an executive order aiming to cut government DEI programs, which set a tone for corporate America to follow. Amidst all of this, the NFL's stance is noteworthy. It stands out as a prominent player, no pun intended, in an ever-shifting corporate world. While other companies are walking away from diversity, Goodell and the NFL are doubling down. This is a big statement in itself. especially as DEI remains a hot-button issue across America. What does this mean for the NFL? So, what's at stake here? Well, Goodell's decision reflects a broader value, the belief that diversity strengthens the NFL. It's not just about ticking a box. It's about fostering an environment where every player, coach, executive, and fan feels like they belong. And as we've seen in recent years, the diversity of the league's players has only grown. The NFL's fan base also increasingly reflects this diverse reality. Which is why Goodell believes it's so important to maintain these initiatives. It's also important to note that while the NFL's focus on diversity is admirable, the league still faces challenges. The lack of diversity among team owners, for example, has come under fire in recent years. But Goodell made it clear that the focus is on creating a more inclusive environment across the board. From the playing field to the boardroom, the NFL's response to corporate sponsors and partnerships. Here's an interesting twist in the story. When asked about whether the NFL would take a stand against sponsors or partners who've cut back on their own DEI efforts, Goodell was pretty clear. He said, "We don't make policies for our sponsors or any of the corporations or networks or partners that we deal with." In other words, while the league is firm on its DEI policies, it doesn't dictate what other companies do. However, it's clear that the NFL is committed to continuing its DEI initiatives because they believe it's the right thing to do, not just a trend to jump on or off. Conclusion. So there you have it, folks. The NFL has made its stance crystal clear. DEI initiatives are here to stay. And they're not backing down. Even when the rest of corporate America is pulling back. It's a bold decision, and one that could shape the future of the league for years to come. What do you think? Is the NFL making the right move in staying committed to diversity? Or should they rethink their approach? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on all things NFL. We'll keep you in the loop on everything happening in the world of football. From Super Bowl predictions to league-wide changes. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll catch you next time with more of the latest NFL news and commentary. Stay fired up, stay informed, and remember, football is more than just a game. It's a reflection of the world we live in. See you soon.